Tima provides free medical services in Jordan to help Syrian refugees. Artificial intelligence technology decreases human labor and increases work efficiency. Welcome to Dai Headlines. I'm Margaret Lin. Thank you for joining us. Tima held free clinics at a refugee center in Jordan. On the first day of the event, services of dentistry and traditional Chinese medicine were provided. Among the patients, there were two sisters who had mobility issues. They overcame their physical barriers to see a dentist for the first time in life. Crawling downstairs to get out of her home, the woman is going to a dentist for the first time in life. As she finally gets to the door, the volunteer quickly steps up to carry her because her sister is behind her and she needs more assistance. To this family, they have gone through different challenges one after another. Tzu Chi has been caring for the two sisters who have mobility issues for 22 years.
After giving her a checkup, we found she has serious dental calcification and two residual tooth roots. Originally, her mother hoped to keep them. It looks not suitable to keep, so we suggested removal.
At the free clinic, a support system is set up so the wheelchair can serve as a dental chair, which is more convenient for the dentist to clean and extract the two sisters' teeth.
有5位医师，有6位牙助。
要6位牙助，好。所以目前动线都还 OK 吗？
非常的好，而且店来了，谢天谢地，我们终于可以看牙齿。
The woman feels pain and numbness in both of her legs. The doctor hopes to alleviate her pain through traditional Chinese medicine treatments. Everyone works with one heart to help. When a volunteer has symptoms of heat stroke due to fatigue, the doctor gives her immediate treatment. The free medical outreach is crowded with people who are waiting to receive help. On the other end, breakfast and school bags are distributed to help impoverished children.
We hope they can focus on learning after they receive these school bags. In addition, we also provided them with breakfast this morning. We did not expect that some Syrian refugees also prepared for today's breakfast.
Whether it is at the free clinic or the distribution site, the cycle of love makes everyone feel happy and warm. After the Tzu Chi medical team arrived in Jordan, they went to the Bedouin tent area to distribute aid supplies to people in need. They also went to a local school to care for the refugee children, providing them with love and warmth. Right after getting off the plane, more than 50 people from the Tzu Chi Jordan medical team have come to the Bedouin tents area. Under the heat, the little boy, who only wears one shoe, is still able to climb up and down to enjoy himself. This boy enjoys his food. Tima Dr. Ye Tianhao quickly gave him emergency treatments. The woman of this family living in the tent has to undergo dialysis. The volunteers feel for the young girl as she has to shoulder her family's financial burden.
Even if you give them a smile or a high five and then hug them, they will be very happy. The things they need are love and warmth, besides providing a surprise for them. I believe that we can help them more through education. This way, their lives will become different.
Volunteers have also come to the Ola Jordanian school. A special activity is arranged for the children, who have received the positive influence of Tzu Chi's humanistic culture to express filial piety to their parents.
Without Tzu Chi's help, these children might be on the streets and become illiterate. What I saw today is that they are able to study and express their gratitude. I can also feel that they live a happy life now. I am deeply impressed by this.
Volunteers have also brought school bags and school supplies. The children lined up in an orderly fashion to receive gifts. A Taiwanese volunteer who participated in the distribution here 5 years ago witnesses their growth and change.
These children are very active now. They are not as timid as before, who were very shy and dread not to speak. It is very good to see these children become very active and energetic.
The volunteers' love in the desert provides the biggest support for these Syrian refugee children living in the foreign land. In Guangzhou, China, there is a Tzu Chi care recipient Yang Haihong and his wife who are both mentally challenged. They have the habit of hoarding things at home, and their home had a bad odor. After Tzu Chi volunteers helped them clean their home 3 times, their living environment has become clean and comfortable.
When I first came here, the environment was very dirty and unsanitary. Since it has become clean and comfortable now, it looks quite different than before.
Now my family or our neighbors who walk through here, we do not smell the bad odor anymore. The environment has improved a lot.
Before, we would cover our nose when we pass by their home and despise the family. Now, their daughter-in-law has come back to live with them, and our neighbors would visit them very often.
I hope to have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, and the neighborhood can live in harmony. I also hope we can improve our lives in the days to come.
Actually, we do not see him as a care recipient. Instead, we treat him as our own family member. Through the cleanup activity, we realize that everyone is equal.
This family lives in harmony and peace. We are really happy for this.
Volunteers hold community events at the young family's home for the neighbors to enjoy these happy moments together. In Malaysia's Seremban, there is a 14-year-old boy who is a painter. However, since he suffered an accident when he was younger and does not have the use of his arms, therefore he uses his mouth to hold the brush and paint.
Biting down the paintbrush, 14-year-old Sam Jung-wan is immersed in the beauty of the colors.
行了，好吗？试试看。这个是大的，那我重新做一个小的，抓个几个小的。
When he was younger, an accident caused Sam to be completely paralyzed from the neck down. His mother continues to take care of him, while city volunteers suggested Sam to begin painting.
We know there is a volunteer in Taiwan, Xie Kun-san, who paints with his mouth because of an accident. So we gave the mother the suggestion. We want the child to know he's not helpless. There are things he can do.
His doctor encouraged him and said he was going to help him sell his artwork. He sold over 50 from his hospital. Auntie said it wasn't enough and joked she was going to take this to sell.
Because Sam is surrounded by love and care, each of his paintings reflect the beauty and kind world he knows, which in turn moves people to buy his paintings.
Tima has been going to the mountainous area of Xingshe in central Taiwan to take care of elderly people for years. This has not only been beneficial for the patients, but the members of the medical team have also experienced the love throughout the offering process.
Dr. Wang worked in Shanghai, China. She returned to Taiwan recently to take care of her sick relatives and managed to find time to join a free clinic, sending love to the needs in mountain areas.
Taiwan's care for people is relatively better. Like the 90-year-old man we have just seen, he is very calm. I guess he has often been cared of. I think this makes people feel better.
Otolaryngology Dr. Li went to Xin to see patients for the second time.
I was thinking about whether the medicine I used last time has any effect. When I came back this time, the feet of an old man has already recovered.
There is still a long way from the mountainous area to the hospital. With Tzu Chi's free medical services, the elderly or people who have mobility issues can be free from taking transportation to the hospital. The medical team brings resources and warmth to the people in need.
The new technology of artificial intelligence robots is creating new products and new riches for a new line of technology company. Many companies are now investing in AI technology for their factory work line or human resources, or even improving business workflow. Let's take a look.
If you're still withdrawing money from the ATM with a physical card, then you are behind the times. At this bank with the new facial recognition software at the ATM, all you need is your personal ID and your PIN to take out money.
The technology is to take special features of your face and record it down and save it in the bank system. The next time you come to the bank, it will compare it to the data that's there from the first time.
存在银行里面，后续来的时候我们就会做比对。
Customers don't need to worry about their accounts being hacked because for added protection, there is a further recognition function.
扫脸技术很重要的一个就是要
The scan technology is really important because it needs to detect a live person. This is the main spirit of it, which means if you hold up a picture or something that is not alive to do the facial scan, it won't give permission.
我想要存款。
请选择具有存款功能的本行存缴款机进行操作。
In facing the digital age, banks are looking to AI apps to help with their customer service questions.
银行这边
It would then lower the need for customer service staff in the physical bank, of course, in terms of the bank's profits or the service it provides to customers. Both benefits from this.
If we have an interactive channel where it can provide service, sell items, and we can send message to our customers at any time, and find out how often they interact with the channel or their needs. From a CRM perspective, it's a win-win.
小豹，高雄有什么好玩的地方？
高雄有好多好玩的地方，就让冰冰来告诉你吧。
This artificial intelligence robot, Bao Xiaomi, responds to the customer's requests through videos and commercial photos. It can also greet guests upon arrival.
小蜜，台湾猎豹最新的商务机器人。嗨，欢迎你来到猎豹移动的摊位哦。
我来开会。
减少公司柜台。
It can replace the front desk staff position as it can receive and guide visitors. It can even be used as a conferencing tool. When the boss isn't at the office, he can, through the robots, be a part of the meeting, using the robot's cameras, or even just monitor what's going on in the company.
那甚至是说，他也可以透过这个机器人的镜头去看到公司现在发生的大小的状况。
Bao Xiaomi is 130 centimeters tall and has a multi-chip system to help identify visual images, language computing, and interior navigation system. It has deep learning algorithms to analyze people's age and sex, as well as a tracking function for faces and bodies within 5 meters of it.
这里是83楼观景台，不论白天、晚上都可以远望台北城市哦。一般101观景台票价600元，你今天赚到了呢，该走喽。
半夜，他可以在办公室。
It can be used as a security patrol at night when it spots a suspicious person, that is, someone who isn't in the database. It will send an alert to your company's security system.
保全系统。
这里就是105了，我回去了。
Bao Xiaomi can not only guide guests to their hotel room, but also be a guide in technology pavilions. In the future, it can also be used in retail services by recommending new products for shoppers. It is hoped this robot will help reduce industrial labor costs to improve overall quality for consumers.
Studies have shown that parents who read to their children since their ages of 0 and above will increase their abilities to speak and learn. In recent years, the government has also promoted parent-child reading. Follow our reports as we see what other benefits of parent-child reading.
还有你喝的奶奶牛奶是从他这边来的哦，要不要喝？
The new parents read a story to the newborn baby. Studies have shown that children who have parent care reading time early on will have a better development in all aspects in future.
Parent-child reading is good for the interaction between parents and babies, whether it is language or non-language related. The baby may make a sound or ask some questions. Dad or mom can answer immediately. This will increase the baby's understanding, enhancing the cognitive development of the baby.
In 2019, the study of kids in Taiwan, National Longitudinal Study of Child Development and Care Database, shows that more than 30% of families with 3-year-old children do not have the experience of co-reading with their children. The Well Baby Clinic of Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital helps to promote the concept of parent-child reading.
就像这样子，你会有比较有趣的。这边他看到 baby， 你就跟他讲这是一个小 baby 哦，然后这样给他一些惊喜，他可能会比较专注力会多一些些。
We, as pediatricians, will recommend all parents to start parent-child reading since their babies were born. We hope the reading can be continued until the children reach preschool age, or when they enter kindergarten.
The brain can produce 1 million synaptic connections per second. The development of the brain can reach 80% completion before the age of 3. The nerves will continue to proliferate and trim during language reception and expression. Parent-child reading can stimulate nerve development as early as possible, and more importantly, enhancing parent-child interaction.
The brain development is closely related to the outside world. Stimulation from TV or other electronic products can stimulate only the imaginary function, the voice of dad and mom, their attitude of the speech, or an exchange of eye contact with children. All of these are good stimulation for children. Parent-child reading is strongly recommended by the World Health Organization currently.
The process of parent-child reading, which includes the sensory stimulation, like physical contact and sound, can promote the development of the baby's brain and his amount of vocabulary. It can help to establish a good foundation for babies' learning and social skills in future.
Friends of Dai in southern Taiwan visited Dai Television in Taipei. They not only experienced the virtual studio, but also participated in the sharing session with the actors of My Father's Words.
If I act your drama again, I need to take out the interesting leisure stories of my past. That's what the audience would want to see.
The actor, who has been playing in Dai drama for 18 years, appeared to share his experience.
As long as it is a Dai drama, I'm always willing. I'm afraid people will think I'm in too much of them.
Dai drama has gone through 20 years and produced 385 live stories. This event also contains many real characters of the stories, pleasing the loyal audience.
Because he has already passed away, I will do what he has not done yet.
It turns out to be not fake. Everything we see in the drama is real.
It is also the first time for friends of Dai to experience the recording process of the virtual studio.
When teacher Tang Meiyun needs to hold a rope or step on something, they will pair it with props and their acting. And that effect which is presented through the television is half virtual, half real props.
I think it is really incredible that a white backdrop can become such a good scenery. This is really different from what we see on TV.
With the ever-changing technology, Dai Television has continued to strive for excellence. It has always insisted on conveying the thoughts of goodness to all areas of the world. Whether it is the programs or dramas production, Dai Television hopes to warm the hearts of the people, leaving the classics to all generations.
The Global Entrepreneurs Da'ai Camp was held in Kaohsiung's Jinshi, where the talks included many successful businessmen as well as city volunteers. The team from Kaohsiung also enacted the foreign language team's ability to translate the on-sites for the first time. Let's join them there.
Global entrepreneurs visit Kaohsiung's Sanling Da'ai village and is amazed by the tribal dances presented by the villagers.
The master reminds us to never forget, which means we need to remember that disasters may happen at any time. We must do good deeds and have good thoughts.
It's moving and I do feel grateful. This is the composition of the volunteers' efforts in Taiwan.
Normally busy with their business, the entrepreneurs take a tour of the Da'ai homes and see for themselves how a simple permanent home has helped the disaster victims. Through this visit in Taiwan, the overseas entrepreneurs can better understand Tzu Chi and apply the wisdom learned to their business forums as well. In the midst of a welcome song, global entrepreneurs began their first day of the seminar at the Kaohsiung Jinshi Hall. Watching videos of home visits with impoverished families in Taidong, the overseas entrepreneurs are impressed and moved after watching the 70-minute documentary.
Increasing the responsibility of society is a very grand gesture. Everyone should harbor love in their hearts, and this is our own responsibility as well.
They know about Tzu Chi, but don't know what is that Tzu Chi volunteers do each day, so I think this footage shocked them dearly.
Through this documentary-style footage, it seems these entrepreneurs have been influenced by the charitable givings of Tzu Chi. The second day of the camp begins with a song and dance for warm-up.
We can assume that a successful businessman has the right skills to make money, but we can't assume that their life's views are right. So we can give them a boost in the right direction by passing on the master's wisdom. This, I believe, will help them indefinitely.
David Liu's business success story is nothing compared to his Tzu Chi success story, and it moves many of those in the audience.
I'm entirely moved. I keep feeling regret for not doing Tzu Chi earlier, but it's not too late now.
Helping people is better than helping other companies.
99% of you here are volunteers, and you vow to go with Mr. Zheng Yan for the continuous purpose of helping people in need.
To help those who don't speak Chinese to understand the wisdom, Kaohsiung's foreign language team does instant translations for the first time.
The team take turns translating, because on-site translation is very tiring. So each does about 10 or more minutes.
Breaking the language barrier to enable everyone to reflect on their actions. This thoughtful gesture helps overseas entrepreneurs to apply what they have learned in Taiwan back home in their own country.
Tzu Chi collaborates with New Zealand governments to practice environmental protection by planting trees. We will leave you with this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.